Okay, so back on the XK, I've got this, I'm not actually sure what it's called, I just think it's a shield, inner wing shield, but I think they call it a hockey stick because of the shape. So what I had to do was obviously I had to cut down that washer there where that lip is, you can see in there. And it all seems to be, I had to elongate this hole on the end slightly, but apart from that the rest seemed to work. Not happy about the fit up in the corner there. Sorry, this round bit on the side of the wing is good, but the bit where it hits the top of the wing, the inner wing, that's not good at all. I might have to do something with that, or make the rubber longer. I might actually do something with that, extend it and make it sit better. We'll see. So what I have to do now is turn the car over and put the hockey stick on this side here and this one and make sure that one fits, and then I can take the floors out again and redress the floors. Basically I've drilled holes through so I know where they are, need to be now. And I think this one actually bolts onto the chassis, if I remember rightly. So this needs to be quite a big hole with a huge washer on it. And I think these were just self-tappers. And this one here. But I need to do quite a bit of woodwork on that to get them to fit. So to make the job a little bit easier, I've got out my small air wrench. I've made sure all the threads are good, so there's no problem with taking them out. The drive on this is 1/2 inch, but I've stepped it down 1/4, and it's on low. So. This saves a lot of wrenches. Obviously I'll tighten them up by hand, finish tightening them up by hand. And then change this over, do these other ones, take the board out. Holes line up correctly. Ah, thank you, compressor. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll cut it, chamfer it, make sure it sits in the footwell correctly, all flat all the way around, and then I'll cut this one back out and just tidy everything up basically. I'll maybe countersink some of these holes just to stop it flaring off because it's only Baltic pine, and we'll go from there. I'll do the same obviously with the other side as well. There's a little bit of work to do on the floor in itself. It needs dollying and hammering, which I'll do that now, but basically what I want is I want it flush. I want to make sure it's absolutely flush. You can see those splash guards inside and the way they fit up against the wing, but like I say at the top I'm not particularly happy with it. It tends to come down a little bit, so I might rejig that. I'll take you around the other side. Sorry it's a bit dark under there, but you can see basically how the system works. And again you can see there's a little bit of a gap up here which I'm not happy about. So I might just rework that. It has to be closer, the metal needs to be closer, or maybe the rubber or the felt, but anyway, so that's them both on, so that's a good start. So I've got both of them cut now, and I've redone the bolt that goes through the chassis, so they should fit. Good. Yeah, they look pretty good. So I'll bolt them down now and put bolts through the front as well and see how it all looks, and then we'll go on from there. But I can tell you one thing about restoring cars. They talk about blood, sweat. Well, there you go. There's blood. I've cut my finger and my thumb. But restoration can be a pain on many levels, mentally, physically, and certainly financially. So, but well worth doing. I must admit, I do get the biggest kick out of actually taking these from basically a basket case to, you know, being in good condition, or as best condition we can build it. So I'll move on now, and next thing I want to do is get everything bolted down, put this tunnel back in, and then get the bolts lined up for this gearbox tunnel, and I'll bring you back when I've got that done. So what I've started to do is reform this edge on the gearbox so it's nice and tight here. You can see I've got to get this all hammered and dollied out, and then I'll put a piece in here, an extension piece in, and weld it all again. I'm not sure if this came from this car or if that's from the other XK. Yeah, anyway, so I've got all that to do. I'll get all that cleaned up, get it dollied and then repainted, and a couple of the holes on the other side don't fit, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one needs to be taken, welded up, and there's 2 on the other side, but they're a little bit out of alignment, so I have to re-drill them holes. But it's getting there. As I say, I'll dolly it up a little bit, make it look nicer, planish it a bit, and then get it repainted. But it's coming together. Quite happy with the fit now, even without the bolts in there. You can see it's pretty good alignment, and along here it's all absolutely flush. It's all flush, so it shows it's in the right position. I'm not happy about it here. It's a little bit high here. That could be because of the body chute that's on it, or the underseal, not underseal. Yeah, the body chutes. It could be a bit thick. What I might be able to do is just take a little bit off that to bring it back. It should be flush. It's a little high there, it's a mil or so high. But that's another job I can get done. So, on to the next thing. So I filled in 2 of the holes, as you can see. There's a hole here, and I've had to change the position. I need to do the one on the bottom to fill this one in. And this is the one I've just done. And you can see I'm just using the copper as a heat sink and something to sit on. So when I take this mold grip off, it should just fall away, because it's copper, different material. There you go. Bit warm. There you go. Won't weld to it. And you get a nice flat surface as well inside. You can see. And I'll clean all that up, and now I've got to re-weld the whole tunnel so that the shape is correct. So, crack on. So I've got this one to do, and this higher one here. Excuse me. Yeah, this one I want to keep, and this one has got to go. So there you are, there's a fit all the way around. Filled up all the holes we don't need. It's good on both sides. And I'll show you the tunnel from underneath. So, there we go. Let me turn this light off here, so you can see. It's a pretty good fit all around. There's a couple of those tabs there that need re-spot welded. Those just come away from the body there, so I just give them a little tap weld because the nut's turning. You can see that one that's missing. There we go. So what we're doing now is we're going to try and move these up a little bit, and then there's enough room there. We'll take out those 5-spot welds and make that more straighter so that it seals better on both sides. So on that note, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby. Bye.